Hey guys, it's Sarah and I'm getting started on my December daily for 2018 and I have a whole bunch of things here collected. As you can see, I did keep everything I wanted to use together for sure, and then I'm going to be using these to make my album. So I'm just kind of sifting through a few things and kind of putting them in some categories and stuff. So I do have my cover page already made. I made that for the Cheeky Studio design team, so I used their Christmas kit for that. And then I decided I wanted to do something on the back here. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to pull out my kits here that I'm pulling from, which are the 2018 Allie Edwards main kit that she sold last year. I had some stuff left over, and then I have a Kelly Perky kit that is a couple of years old that I got on clearance last year as well. So I have these cork numbers. These are from the Allie Edwards kit, and I thought I would cut these up and put the year on here. So I'm going to be doing 2018, and I'm just cutting into these because these numbers are 26 through 31, and I'm just don't really see a need for those in the immediate future. So I'm just going to cut them up, and then the rest I'm just going to toss. So I cut out 2018. And then I'm going to put these along the back of my cover page here. And I'm going to put these down with glue dots. And I have to kind of find the glue dots because I let my girls use some of these for a project they were working on. So I had to kind of go through and figure out where they were because they didn't take off any of the excess paper. They just kept it on there. So, but glue dots work really well, especially if you are putting things on the outside of something. They stick really, really well, and they do not add any dimension either. They're very thin. So I really like to use these as adhesive when I need to do something like this. So I'm going to go ahead and put down the 8 here as well. So 2018. And then that will be my full cover page there. And then I will start working on the days. So I'm going to be doing days 1 through 5 in this video here, and that's kind of how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do 5 days at a time. It helps me to kind of get a full video ready in a short time period, and I think it's kind of a good mix because the videos aren't going to be too long. So, all right, so to start off with, for day number 1, we had quite a few things happen that day actually, but I'm only going to document a couple of them. One of them is a bowling party that my daughter Kaylin was invited to for someone in her class. So I have the invitation up there, and I'm just going to punch holes in that and put it into the album right by day 1. And then I'm pulling out some cards here, and I'm going to see what I can do. I think I'm going to do day 1 and day 2 together. And I'm using the 4 slotted page protector. So it has 4 3x4s here. And then I pulled out my numbers because these are the numbers I'm going to be using, and I saw that number 1 is pink, so I decided to go with a pink card instead of a red one that I had originally. So I'm going to pull kind of pinks and blues and greens here. So I did pull that card there, which is a blue, and I'm going to layer it with some pink as well. And all of those cards, I believe, are from the Kelly Perky kit. That's where I have most of my cards coming from because it's a full kit that I didn't really even get into last year. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start working on this here. So I have my card, and then I pulled off this pink kind of notebook lined chipboard piece. I'm going to stick that right there, and then I am going to add the number 1 on top of it. And I'm also going to do a little bit of embellishment on the card there as well. And I'm going to pull the kit out again, and I'm looking at these transparent pieces here, and there's some sequins that are on a transparent canvas, I guess you could say. So I'm going to go ahead and use these, and I pulled out a few, and I'm going to put them through my little mini Xyron to make them stickers. That's just the best way I find to stick down transparent pieces because you can't really see the adhesive, and it makes them completely sticky on the back. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of scatter these around a little bit, make them look a little random. And then for this card here, I'm going to do my journaling. I'm going to talk about what happened on day 1, and it was basically the party and Georgia played that day. They played in the SEC championship and ended up losing to Alabama. And then something else was that day too. I just can't remember exactly what it was. And then I pulled a little phrase cut apart from an Allie Edwards kit. I don't remember exactly what it says on there, so I'm sorry. But it says something. And so I put that down along the bottom of the card there. And for day 2, I have this card that has the 2 turtle doves, and I thought that was really cute. And it says on the 2nd day of Christmas on there as well. So I thought that was cute because this is going to be day 2. So I put a little tab there with the number 2, and then here I'm going to do journaling in the form of a title. So I'm just going to put like a little title on there, and that'll kind of be my journaling, because the picture I have is of me reading a book in front of an open window, and that's because it was raining outside. So I held my book up kind of to the rainy window and took a picture. So I'm going to use these Kelly Purkey letter stickers, and I'm going to spell out reading in rain. And that's going to be for my day 2. And then I think that's going to be it for this. I'm keeping it extremely, extremely simple this year because I am starting in January versus, usually I would start in the month of December and just kind of keep it going. But since I'm doing a little bit of catch up, I'm just trying to keep it as simple as I can. And I'll be honest with you guys, my motivation to do December daily this year was not very high. So keeping it simple is going to help me not only get it done, but it's not going to feel like a big burden for me either. So I think I'm going to enjoy it more if I just keep it simple and, stick to the basics and not stress out about, making it incredibly detailed or super embellished and anything like that. So yeah, I don't know where my motivation went for this project this year, though. Usually I'm really, really excited for December daily, and I'm, on top of it. And sometimes I've even finished it in the month of December. But yeah, this year I didn't even want to work on it in the month of December at all. It might be because we were traveling, but I don't know. Yeah. So that's okay. It's working for me right now. So. All right, so I have that green striped card for day 3. I put a little piece of washi tape on it with the number 3. Then I'm using this joy card to do my journaling. And I think this was just a day that I had the gym and a bunch of errands to run, because I think this was a Monday. So I just had a lot of errands and went to the gym and stuff like that. So I talked about that. And then I put a gold star over the O. And then for day 4, I wanted to do some artwork that the girls had done. And Layla brought home this cute little gingerbread house that she made in class. So I thought it'd be fun to put that in the album. And I'm trying to decide if I want to cut it up and try to stick it into the slots somehow, but I just didn't really think that was going to work very well. So what I'm going to do is on the back of that card there, how it has the turtle doves on the opposite side going in the opposite direction, I just put the number 4 in between the 2 turtle doves there. And then I'm going to use some red line tape, and I am going to tape this to the outside of my page protector. So when you're flipping through the album, you can touch it and feel it, and it's right out there. But using red line tape is really going to help it to stick to the page protector really, really well. So I just put a good amount of it along the back just to make sure it's going to stick and not go anywhere. And then I'm going to place it literally right outside of the page protector there. And that's going to be it for that. So this is what I'm talking about, simple, simple. And then I'm going to work on day number 5 right now. And for day 5, Josh had a day off. I don't remember exactly what for. Oh, actually it was for President Bush's funeral. The military got a day off that day to kind of pay respects to him. So we weren't expecting that to happen, obviously. And so we took advantage and we went out and had a nice breakfast by ourselves, and we ran a couple errands, but it was just me and him. So we went to our favorite breakfast place, and I decided to use the card that says, "Oh boy, it smells so good in here," because it's a breakfast place. It smelled really good. So even though it's technically supposed to be about trees, I made it about breakfast. That's what I did. So I put the number 5 above the trees there as well, and did my journaling, you know, about how he had a surprise day off. So we took advantage of that and had some nice alone time. And I'm trying to see if there's anything that I want to add to the picture there, and I do end up doing something. I just don't remember exactly what. Oh, I'm going to pull these tabs out again. These are tabs that were sent to me by Nicole Jones, actually. She sent me these in a little care package, and they're just cute little page markers almost, and I'm just kind of using them almost as washi tape. Like I would do that in place of washi tape to help ground some of my embellishments here. And then I'm going to add this chipboard piece that says moments on it with a star, and I really like the way that that looks, and I'm not really covering up too much in the picture there. So I got that, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the invitation to the party in the album as well. So I'm going to go ahead and line it up behind my page protector so I know where to hole punch the holes so I can stick it directly into my album. So I'm just going to line these up as best I can. And then I'm going to stick that right into the album by day number 1. And I will have a little flip through here for you in just a second, and then that's going to complete my days 1 through 5. So thank you guys for joining me today. I will be back again next Monday with the next 5 days of it, and yeah, I will see you guys then for sure. I will talk to you later.